Hello FlossTube friends, welcome to my second FlossTube video. I am Moto Ruxin. So last time was my very long video because I had to kind of show you guys everything. So thankfully this one is not going to be that long. This one will be much shorter since it's only been about a week since I did the last one anyhow. So I mean, how much can you get done in about a week? But I did have my 24-hour 5-year streamiversary on Twitch. I did that, so it's Labor Day weekend. Today's Labor Day. I took Friday off of work because that was the actual date of my 5-year streamiversary. So I was like, well, I have, the whole weekend to recover, which I have. And funny too, I ended the 24-hour stream at it was 2 in the afternoon Saturday, and then I'm thinking, man, I really can't go to bed right now because it's gonna totally jack up my sleep schedule. So I managed to stay up the rest of the day, and we actually ended up not going to sleep until midnight. So I really stayed up a crazy long time. I was exhausted, but cross-stitching through a good chunk of it actually helped eat up a lot of time. I did play video games as well. We played some Fall Guys, and we played one Binding of Isaac run through just because that's my game of choice, so I felt like I had to do a run through on that. But yeah, Fall Guys was such an infuriating game, but it helped pass the time, and we made it through the 24 hours. Hallelujah. It's probably going to be the last time I do a 24-hour stream just because it is so draining. It's so much time to be sitting. I did make sure each hour to get up, let the dog out. The dog is a huge help because every hour I could let him go outside, I could walk around, so it was a good thing. But I guess I can show you now some of the stuff I got done. I got a few things done. But first, so before the 24-hour stream, I finished the Jurassic Park hat. It looks so good. Boom. It's actually maybe even a little bit wet because I just did the iron-on backing right here. So check it out. I just ironed that on the back to finish it. So it's a little wrinkly at parts where I just need to iron that out a little bit more, but check it out. It turned out pretty good. So that's my first hat all finished. So I'll set that over here. And so yeah, so from the 24-hour stream, I managed to get Snoopy done. Here's Snoopy. Gotta tilt him so it doesn't catch the glare, but yeah, here he is. So I put Snoopy in one of the 4x4 frames because he's too big for a magnet. So I worked on him at the beginning of the 24-hour stream. And then, so the week before, that Monday, I had started, for Magnet Monday, I'd started this little pig, again by La Selva Design. Super amazing artist. As you know, I raved about him on the last stream because every single little animal is adorable. So that's another magnet finish there, the little pig. So I started him next, and then I'm like, well, we probably should do more cross stitching. It really helps pass the time when you have something to work on. So I started. So those had been started before the 24-hour stream. But this awesome little Disney-inspired castle, which I believe is My Easy Stitch. I think I'll link the pattern in the description, but I think it's My Easy Stitch pattern that I got off of Etsy. I've been wanting to make this forever, so I was like, well, I already had this prepped because it was a possibility for Stitch Mania that I ended up not doing. So I started this on stream, and then the closer we got to the end of stream, I was actually getting fairly close to being finished with this. So I was like, I don't need to have this done by the end of stream, but as the countdown was going, I'm like, let's make it a goal to try. And so I was going as fast as I could, speed stitching to get it all filled in. And that VOD, so the 24-hour stream on my Twitch, I'll link my Twitch channel again, but so the VOD will still be there so you could like watch the 24-hour stream that I had done live, but you can watch it. And so at the very end, I was like rushing to get done, trying to get done, and the countdown was going, and I'm like only had a couple minutes, and I'm like, oh, I don't think we're gonna finish it before the timer goes off, but it was still super exciting. Everybody was like cheering me on, so it's like a freaking sport, cross stitching at the end of the stream. But I ended up, I think, only going over a couple minutes, like I think like maybe 4 minutes after the thing went off. Well, so I set this countdown for 24 hours, and it counts down, and it starts going off. And I'm like, oh, okay, well, we didn't quite make it, but it keeps going off, keeps going off. It's like this like coin ding sound. And so I'm like, crap. So I tried to like turn it off in my OBS. So I removed it. Still going off. I'm like, well, crap. This is gonna keep going off till I end stream, guys. So it made for a really exciting end to the stream, though. But yeah, it was so fun. Exhausting. I definitely don't recommend a 24-hour stream. And I probably won't do it again, but since it was my 5 years on Twitch, I decided, I really need to. I did a whole bunch of giveaways, and we even had this thing called the poop incentive, which, let me see, I make these little poops here. Now, this guy glows in the dark, which I'll have a picture somewhere, maybe over there, of what it looks like glowing in the dark. So I have this thing called Poop Incentive where when we hit $100 in donations, like cumulative as we go, I give away one of these poops. Like I cross-stitch one and give away. I'm super behind, but I decided I'm going to try to like get a move on with my subscription poops and poop incentives and all that good stuff. So I made this guy. And I've also got a whole bunch started. I've got like all their little faces started. Let me see how many I've got. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 more of their little. So like I start with the little faces, and then I can like just go and I memorize, the start of the poop and like a good chunk. Like I've done so many of these. I just have it memorized for the most part. But so I've been working on those as well after that 24-hour stream. And then I also started a big one. So it's in the Q-Snap. This is like the center right here. I'll have a picture of it up so that way you can see what it's going to look like. But this is going to be a big, really cool one that next year I'll enter into. My local bar does this Pabst Blue Ribbon art contest that me and my brother like to enter. And so I was like, I've entered twice. I've gotten third both times. So I'm going to go freaking big. So this one's big. It's on 28 count, but I'm only doing half stitches with 2 strands, and it does decent enough coverage that I think that'll be fine. So that way it'll cut the time down a little bit, so I won't be like rushing. Oh, and by the way, too, the glow-in-the-dark thread that I use is the Kreinik. I definitely don't recommend doing DMC glow-in-the-dark just because it shreds and it's really hard to use, but the DMC glow-in-the-dark, very fine number, I want to say 4 braid. So good. I think I might actually even have it. Yes, I do. Right here. So I can tell you. Yeah, so it's very fine number 4 braid. 053F is the actual, like, little dealio. They come in these little spools. And you only use 1 strand, which is nice. And it covers on 18 count pretty well. So that's what I use. But yeah, so as I was trying to keep myself awake after stream, I was like, let's start something freaking big. So I started this since I had already had the gridding kind of going. I didn't finish it completely, but I figured, this is fine. I at least wanted to lay it in so that way I knew. So it's like, I think laid in completely by 10 squares, like up and down, but then I only kind of got a couple going up and down, which is fine. I usually don't use gridding, but I just wanted to make sure that this piece was big enough because it was kind of one that I already had, and I was just hoping it would be big enough for this design. So I lucked out, and it is like just barely gonna be big enough. for what I'm using it for, so we'll see when that's done. So I think the only work in progresses I really have are the Pabst Blue Ribbon alien thing, and then the poops. I'm going to try and get a bunch of poops done. I have a lot of stuff to ship out from our 24-hour stream, and some poops to get working on, but I'll also probably work on, like we do our Magnet Mondays, and work on some other smaller ones in preparation for my online sale that I'm going to be doing. It's October 16th. I think it's the weekend of the 16th. So I'm going to keep kind of chugging away at some smaller stuff too, see what all I can get done. Probably go back to doing a couple shirts. And I think, let's see, what else is coming up this month? My birthday is coming up on the 20th. So we're going to do something for it on Saturday, me and my husband, because he has a golf thing on the actual day of my birthday, which is Sunday, which I told him that's fine. Go ahead and do that, because then I can do a Twitch stream on my actual birthday, so that'll be fun. So Saturday will be our fun day together. Sunday will be my Twitch stream. And I think that's about it, other than surviving the 24-hour stream. I'm still alive. Yeah, I was very exhausted. I think I slept about 10 and a half hours the next day. I think woke up at, like about 10:30 after going to bed about midnight. And, I don't think I'm going to be doing another one of those. So, like I said, you can check out the VOD of that, the video, on my Twitch channel, MotoRuxin, of course, so twitch.tv/MotoRuxin. I'm getting really excited to keep doing these FlossTube videos, especially now that they're shorter. So they won't be like an hour long anymore now that I can't stitch enough to make another hour-long video. But I'll do updates maybe every 1 or 2 weeks, just depending on how busy life is. It can get crazy sometimes, but so I hope you liked this next video, and I will see you guys next time. Goodbye, FlossTube World.